Hello everyone, I hope you're well. Welcome to my lovely home. It's Christmas time in Noel's mansion. It's not really, it's not my home at all. It's just on the green screen. But you know, it looks fancy. Yeah, you can see I got my Christmas tree, got my presents under the tree, even put my stockings up. Been busy. And you can see that, yeah, my lovely chair where I sit of an evening and think. Okay, so it's Celebration Assembly, hooray! And we've got lots of people who are getting awards today. I'll just get out of the way a little bit. Let's get started. So first up we have, let me get myself a little bit smaller because I am taking up too much room. First up we've got Zoe in Owls. She's worked really hard in maths when they looked at number 5 and friends. She was able to add 5 and 1. Then 5 and 2 in order to make numbers up to 10. She checked which numbers were the wrong way round and then she corrected them too. So she corrected her own learning. And you can see that there. That's amazing. Can we give Zoe a big round of applause, please? Next up, we have Andreea. They're an excellent learner because she, when she started school, she didn't have much English, and her English has developed and her confidence has improved too. She's become so engaged with her learning and she has started to volunteer to take part in class discussions. It's good to see how she has become so happy and relaxed at school. Here she is drawing a fantastic picture of Santa for their advent calendar. That's amazing. Can we give Andreea a round of applause, please? Moving on, we've got Sorrell in Blackbirds. She's been working so hard with her writing. She can write sentences independently and segment and blend words. Sorrell knows that there is a digraph at the end of a word, and you can see that she's underlined the digraph in the word duck. So she's got 2 sounds to make 1 sound. That's what a digraph is. Sorrell added the sound buttons independently too, which is amazing. Can we give Sorrell a big round of applause, please? Moving on to year 1, and in Chaffinch class we've got Violet. Violet always shows excellence in her work. She takes pride in making it neat and carefully thinking about her sentences. Violet's writing this week was amazing. Violet worked hard and finished 2 pages of writing for the first time, and she did it independently. I'm just going to shrink myself down a little bit so you can see. Look at that. 2 pages of writing. Amazing. And you can see where she's underlined her time words in her writing as well. I think Violet deserves a big round of applause, please. Next up, we've got Owen in Woodpeckers. Owen always works so hard on his learning at the table, and he's really tried to improve his handwriting and his presentation this week. He is working hard making sure his letters are consistent size, so the same size, so that it looks like great year 1 writing. And I think it does. If you have a look, I think it looks like great year 1 writing. Can we give Owen a big round of applause, please? Next up, we've got Lily in Mallard's class. And Lily is an exceptional, conscientious learner who always strives for excellence. That's pretty amazing stuff. In this piece of English, she explained that she wanted to write the most amount of sentences possible. She diligently, that's really focused, completed her work and remained focused for the entire lesson. Her positive attitude to her learning means that she's often successful and she always tries her best. Can we give Lily a big round of applause, please? Well done, Lily. After Lily, we've got Ava in Swan's class. She shows reflectiveness in her learning. So she thinks about what she's learning and then she uses feedback to improve her work, taking pride in producing really good quality work. And you can see that there with her writing. I think you'll agree with me that it's fantastic. Yeah, she's done. You can see that she's used joining words there, connective words like because and because they've been underlined, which is great. Can we give Ava a big round of applause, please? Well done, Ava. Next up is Henry in Raven's class. He has shown excellent creativity as they've completed their Tutankhamun death masks. He's shown respect towards the materials and the classroom as they've had to do a lot of tidying up and cleaning, and Henry is brilliant at following instructions and working as part of the team. And that's the thing with when you're using materials like this, you do have to respect them to get the best out of them, and then you do have to tidy up as well, and make sure that that you're ready to use those things again if you need to, but also making sure that the resources are put away nicely so that somebody can use them again. That's great that Henry's been doing that. Can we give Henry a big round of applause, please? Well done, Henry. Moving on to Buzzard's class, and the award this week goes to Brian. Now, Brian has shown so much respect to his fellow classmates. They've had quite a difficult week because they haven't had their teacher, because their teacher's unwell, sadly. But they've really got on well, and Brian has been one of those people that's really shone this week. He's shown so much respect to the people that he learns with, and the person who's taking their class. He's also been a really good friend and supported somebody new who started in the class this term. So Brian, I think that's fantastic, and you are definitely showing respect. Can we give Brian a big round of applause, please? After Brian, we've got Noah in Swift's class. And Noah gets the award this week for his attitude to learning. So you can see that they've been making the Tutankhamun death masks as part of their ancient Egypt project. But he's an excellent learner across the curriculum. So he tries really hard in everything that he does. And I noticed that with Noah, and I've seen some of Noah's writing. And it's fantastic. So I think that Noah definitely deserves a round of applause for his hard work and for the excellent cardboard and papier-mâché death mask that he's making at the moment. Can we give Noah a big round of applause, please? Next up, we've got Mohamed in Starlings. And he's a great learner because he's been showing excellence in his writing. Mohamed thought carefully about the class book that they were reading, which is a book called Wolves by Emily Gravett, and he produced his own alternative ending to the story. Mr. Mercer has been really impressed with his hard work, and his hard work that he's put in developing his reading and his writing skills this term, and Mr. Mercer cannot wait to see more of this writing next term, and that's fantastic. Can we give Mohamed a big round of applause, please? So, in Goldcrest class, this goes to Lily. Lily deserves a certificate for her reflective attitude in maths this week. The photo may look simple, but it represents Lily's thinking with a partner. First, she was making and comparing numbers and digit cards. Then she noticed 3 cards only gave 6 options. Would 4 cards create 8 options? 6 is double 3, 8 is double 4. Lily found that there were many more outcomes than 8, and she went on to notice exceptions to her pattern and track them too, which is amazing. So she's really worked hard, and she's worked systematically to do something which looks deceptively simple, but actually is quite complicated to think through, but she's done it in a very logical way. Can we give Lily a big round of applause, please? Well done, Lily. In Osprey's class this week, the award goes to 3 people, Anna, Bluebelle and Megan. And they wrote a play script to show that they really understood the book that they were reading. After they wrote it, they performed it as well. And they used amazing intonation, and they performed it to the entire class. I'm a bit disappointed I missed that, but that's amazing. Well done, Anna, Bluebelle and Megan. Can we give them a big round of applause, please? Next up, we've got Bakary in Razorbills, and he has put in a tremendous amount of effort into his learning this term, and because of this, his work has greatly improved in English and maths. He's writing complex sentences and now is on to his first handwriting pen, which is great news, Bakary. He also shows great reciprocity, so being able to work with others, and so when he's working in a partner in guided reading, and he's always ready to raise a hand and share his ideas in lesson. Miss Kuma says he's a pleasure to have in the class, which is great news. Can we give Bakary a big round of applause, please? Well done, Bakary. So, year 6, and we've got Elena, and she has made fantastic effort, and she puts in fantastic effort with her reading. She's trying really hard. She chose quite a long story, this one here over my shoulder, which is called The Person Controller by David Baddiel. It's quite a thick book. But Miss Allison has been so impressed with the resilience and commitment she has shown in order to read this book and get to the end. It is important to finish books and not give up, particularly if you get quite far into them. You want to just keep going. And Miss Allison knows that Elena has felt a huge sense of achievement and enjoyment from reading the book. That's great news. And it's great to see that you've written it down in your reading record as well for all to see. So amazing work. Keep it up. And I hope you find another book to enjoy soon. Can we give her a big round of applause, please? Well done. In Sandpipers class, the award goes to Sandpipers. Yes, they all get it. I'm going to get out of the way and make myself tiny so you can see the work, because that's more important than me. So they have been working really hard to plan a narrative based on the Norse myth, the story of Fenrir. And they've been writing a well-structured story requires a lot of planning, patience and editing. And Sandpipers have shown great perseverance in this work so far. They've had to show good recall of the story, and they've also had to use their imagination and performance skills. And so this is going to, hopefully, we'll see this when they write their own story this week. And you can see the process and the things that they've been doing. They've been making some puppets, which is always good to do. And you can see some here. So it's great. So all those children in Sandpipers, well done for all your hard work. Can we give them a big round of applause, please? And finally today, I better make myself a little bit bigger, we've got an award for Magpies, and it goes to, where have I gone? Here I am. It goes to the whole of Magpies class, because they have been working really hard with patience, perseverance and resilience on fractions. There's quite a lot of information and a lot of knowledge to absorb with fractions, and they've been doing an amazing job. And fractions is one of those things that can be really tricky, but if you take the time, think about things, and make sure that you are focused when you're doing it, you will get there. So I think that Magpies all deserve a massive round of applause, please. So that's our celebration assembly for 2021 over. This is the last one. So when I see you next in celebration assembly, it will be 2022, which is quite nice to say, isn't it? 2022. Thank you for all your hard work this year. You've been brilliant, and I will see you. Obviously, I'll see you around school in the next few days. But yes, next time we're in this assembly, it'll be 2022. It'll be next year. See you all later. Take lots of care. Bye.